Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Friday the 20th of March. The Finance Minister will meet with fuel importers today as prices continue to stay high at the pump. Nicola Willis is weighing up a variety of responses to increasing prices. It could include money for low and middle income people. Willis says any measure taken needs to keep debt in mind.
I would love to be able to come in and say, I'm going to sort it all out, here's some money, I'm going to shower upon you and rain upon you, but actually doing that would be really irresponsible.
Meanwhile, the US President says he's told Israel not to attack gas fields. The tit-for-tat with Iran is continuing, with gas and oil infrastructure becoming the latest targets. Iran's retaliated after strikes on its gas field, with Israeli media claiming that shrapnel from Iranian missiles hit an oil refinery in Haifa. Global oil prices are continuing to surge. Donald Trump says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's been instructed not to attack these energy sites.
We're independent, we get along great, it's coordinated, but on occasion he'll do something, and if I don't like it, and so we're not doing that anymore.
A woman's been seriously injured after a suspected stabbing in Christchurch last night. Officers were called to Worcester Street between Latimer Square and Barbados Street around 10 p.m. Pollution on Auckland roads is killing around 700 people every year. A new Auckland University report finds about 4,000 hospital admissions could be avoided if the city had cleaner air. Public health professor Alistair Woodward says tiny gas particles from petrol and diesel make their way into our bloodstream. He says the risk is higher for those predisposed to respiratory disease, like older people and children with asthma. A recipe for disease is being welcomed onto our shores and little is being done to address it. A new population health study finds ultra-processed foods make up 22% of our total food and drink imports. Diets high in these foods are linked to health conditions like diabetes, obesity, heart disease and depression. Auckland University Senior Research Fellow Kelly Garton says targeting individual behaviour change isn't working.
We do need things like mandatory regulations that reduce junk food marketing across media and packaging, with a particular focus on protecting children. We need something like a levy on sugary drinks.
Police are celebrating a drop in crime victimisation. About 28% of Kiwis experienced crime last year, the lowest rate since the Victims of Crime survey began in 2018. It asks 8,000 people each year whether they've been hit by crime, reported to police or not. Assistant Commissioner Jeanette Park says a small group of offenders is responsible for a disproportionate amount of crime.
And we've been out and about targeting with our teams high-risk offenders and also making sure offenders are held to account. So it certainly makes a difference, the work that we've been doing.
To sport, new FIFA rules require teams to have at least one female coach for all women's tournaments, overseen by football's global governing body. The president of Iran's federation has specified his country intends to boycott the United States, but not the World Cup, as attempts continue to move their group stage matches to a willing Mexico. And the British High Court has served up the right for Wimbledon to expand with 38 new tennis courts and an 8,000-seat stadium after ruling the proposal was not restricted by land use rules. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.